Hey guys, it's Carlos Talks Football, and today, probably when this video comes out, and within half an hour or an hour, we are going to have the first games of round of 32. So in this video, these are my predictions for the round of 32, and we will start with South Africa, Canada. Canada played quite good. They are the hosts. Is their game in Canada actually? It might actually not be in Canada. I feel like their game's not in Canada, so it might affect them. But yeah, Canada, I've got Jonathan David scoring goals, and in front of that crowd, they looked very good and amazing. And yeah, they finished second, and they are playing South Africa. South Africa didn't start the tournament so well. I actually looked at the first game, and I actually thought they were quite terrible, and I did not expect them to finish second. I thought it'd be South Korea second and Czech Republic third, but South Africa beat South Korea, which was crazy for me, and they ended up being second. So I think Canada quite got lucky with the draw. Canada is missing also Alphonso Davies still. Maybe he might be playing. He's not played yet. He's been injured. Hope he plays. Maybe they've been resting him because they beat Qatar, and after they beating 6-0 Qatar, they kind of knew that they were going to be in the round of 32, even as the second place or the third place. So yeah, well, mostly second place because of the goal difference. So for them, it kind of didn't matter, if that makes sense. So I think Alphonso Davies was rested. I think he will be playing tonight. I hope. You will probably, as soon as this video is out, you'll probably be watching this after, and he was played or hasn't. And yeah, Jonathan David, of course, their issue is Kona guy who did get injury. But my prediction for this game is 2-0 to Canada. Then the game after, by the way, I've got the games on my other phone. The game after that is Brazil versus Japan. Brazil, heavy favourites. They have looked strong. Vinicius has looked very strong. Neymar did play in the game against Scotland, but he did not look good. His legs are gone. I'm sorry. If people are complaining about Ronaldo, I think we need to speak more about Neymar. I think taking Neymar was the wrong decision, unfortunately, for Brazil. I love Neymar, but yeah. They're playing Japan, who have played quite good. Dark horses, played very good against Netherlands, played decent against Sweden, and yeah. However, saying that, Japan is underdogs in this game, but they are the dark horses, a lot of people. But I'm still saying Brazil will win, and I'm saying 3-1 to Brazil. The next game is an interesting game, in my opinion. It is Germany versus Paraguay. Germany played quite good. They beat Curacao, but then they actually... Did they beat Curacao? Yeah, they beat Curacao, like massively. Then their game against Ivory Coast was quite close. And then they lost to Ecuador. But in that loss, they kind of knew that they were going to win the group already. So, again, take that game a pinch of salt. But they did lose to Ecuador, so which I was quite surprised about. So, before, I would have said Germany's quite favourites. But now, I'm not so sure about. Plus, Paraguay was the same. They started it quite badly. They lost to, what they're called? USA, sorry. I was watching the England game. I stayed up work late and I was at work, so I am tired. I'm trying to get this video out, so bear in mind, I'm sorry. Paraguay, first game against USA looked quite bad. Everyone's dark horses. I think people were laughing at them. Second game, they did beat Turkey, but Miguel Almiron got sent off for doing this, which was a rule, so a lot of people argue against it, but they knew the rules because, you could tell that Turkish players were like, he did it. So, it was Turkey, right? Yeah. So, he did it. They knew the rules, so why cover your mouth? Exactly. But still, I feel like it will be a close game, though. But I still feel like Germany will win. I want to say 2-1 this one. 2-1. I feel like both teams will score, but Germany will win. This game could go to extra time. Here is probably the best game of round of 32, and it's Netherlands versus Morocco. Morocco was one of my dark horses of the tournament. And I actually felt so bad for them because they finished second in the group, in a hard group against Brazil, and they have to play Netherlands. Netherlands have looked very good as well. They played good against Japan, and then the rest of the games they kind of battered both Sweden and Tunisia. So Netherlands look good, but Morocco's also look good. They did look a bit leaky against Haiti, which was surprising, but they did end up winning the game 4-2. Would this be my first upset? Am I predicting this is my first upset? Oh my goodness, sorry guys. I feel like both teams are quite attacking, and I feel like this game will open up with a goal. So my prediction for this game is actually 3-2 to Morocco. So yeah. Is that an upset? I think so. Yeah, but I feel like Morocco will go far. They are my dark horses. Then the next game is, again, 2 dark horses. It's Ivory Coast versus Norway. It's basically Ivory Coast got good defense. Norway's got Haaland. So my prediction is 2-0 Norway, I'm going to say. Even though Ivory Coast is one of my dark horses, yeah, I still feel like Norway and Haaland will win. I'm kind of backing them because they rested the players, which was quite smart. France versus Sweden next. Sorry, I'm going to try to go through these fast because I don't want it to make a long video. France, Sweden. France looks like the best team. I still think they're going to win the World Cup. And I feel like Sweden played well against Tunisia. The rest of it hasn't done that well. I feel like France will win 3-0. Then, the next game, Mexico versus Ecuador. This game will happen in Mexico. Mexico have looked quite good, but Ecuador has been looking good. I feel like this game, I hate to say this, but I feel like it's going to finish 0-0. Because I feel like this will be this will be a 0-0 game after extra time as well. And I think Mexico will win this game on penalties. The scenes in Mexico will be crazy. Then the game after that is the England game, which one probably most of you guys are looking forward. I'm excited for it. We got very lucky. We got DR Congo. The whole time I thought we were going to get Senegal, but we got DR Congo, which I'm happy about. Congo are quite good though. They have like Johan Wissa, Wan-Bissaka, a lot of people play in the Premier League. By the way, if you saw a person in the background, that was my stepdad. But yeah, England versus DR Congo. I'm happy with the draw. But I'm also not happy because I feel like DR Congo's tactic will be the same as Ghana tactic. So yeah, I feel like after the Ghana game, they just kind of need to sit back and park the bus kind of. I think DR Congo will play the game for penalties and extra time because I can't see England losing to DR Congo without extra time. However, because I think it depends when we get the goal. Because if we get the goal early, I feel like we could win this game like 5 or 6-0. I'm not like, this is me not being like one of these people. I feel like that's how good England's attack is. But I feel like as long as the game stays 0-0, I think DR Congo has more of a chance though. So bear that in mind. However, I feel like England will win 3-0 because I feel like we might get an early goal. Well, early goal, first half goal. And then I think the game will open up and we'll get a second goal. And then in the end, we will score a third goal. It'll be closer than you think, guys. Like, of course, I'm happy and I want England to win. Like, in England, be great atmosphere to watch them go through. But yeah, we should win. But yeah, the attack is good. The defense isn't. Like, every game they've had chances and we've made some good saves. Even one of my mates thought we were going to concede 2 goals to Panama. But yeah. Next, Belgium versus Senegal. Quite interesting game because Belgium looked at the last game was very good. And people have been like, can Belgium actually do something? And Senegal were quite good. Senegal looked quite good against France and against Iraq. Against Norway, they didn't look as good. But who do I think will win this? I think this will be a 1-1 game after normal time. And I feel like I'm going to back Senegal to win 2-1. I'm saying Senegal will win this game 2-1 at extra time. Then we have USA versus Bosnia. Bosnia's finally in USA. They can finally be welcome. Take me to I am from Bosnia. Take me to America. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, Bosnia is amazing. I love the crowd. Shout out to all the Bosnians. One of my TikToks videos from Bosnia, that song has erupted. So thank you to all the Bosnians. Also, yeah, check out my TikTok. Check out, it's called Carlos Talks Football as well. Same as the channel name. And yeah, if you want more detailed games reviews, there will be the reviews after every game. I did do them, but then I got behind. But round of 32, we're back with them. So hope you missed them because they'll be back. However, I still feel like USA will win this game. They are quite favourites. They are the media is very underestimating Bosnia, who are quite a strong team. They are a physical team, and they will hard to beat. But I am going to say, that's why I'm only going to say 1-0 USA. Then Spain versus Austria. Should be quite easy, and I'm going to say 4-0 to Spain. I feel like, even though Spain has only had realistically one good game at this World Cup against Saudi Arabia, yeah, I'm going to still back them against Austria. Austria didn't look that good. So yeah, my prediction 4-0 to Spain. Then we have Portugal versus Croatia, which is an interesting game, in my opinion, because Portugal, again, looked good in one game only, in my opinion. And that was the game against, who was it against? Uzbekistan, where they scored early. And they dominated. Ronaldo scored 2 goals. That's where Ronaldo went, I'm back. And then he's done nothing since. There's a lot of divide in that group with, should Ronaldo start, should he not? Personally, I still don't think he should start. I think he's a better impact sub because he's not going to be taken off. And I think as the longer the game goes 0-0 or is a draw, it does hinder Portugal. And I feel like Croatia will be quite defensively up. So again, do I go for Croatia win? Nah, I can't. But however, in this game, I feel like Portugal have looked terrible. Like, they should have lost to Colombia. I'm sorry. If you watch that game, guys, I think that last-minute goal was not offside. And I think they should have lost. But they haven't. So they've got 1 win, 2 draws, which looks better. But, yeah, I'm going to say Portugal will win. 3-1, I'm saying. I'm saying 3-1. They will win. Because Croatia's keeper, Lukovic, he's very good. But Croatia's getting old, so yeah. If Croatia had maybe newer players, yeah. Like Croatia's Modric comes off in the 60th, 70th minute. That's what should happen to Ronaldo, in my opinion. Next, we have Switzerland versus Algeria. I haven't watched much of Algeria, I'll be honest. I mostly watched them against Messi. Switzerland looked not good in the first game, but then the second and third game, they looked quite good. So I'm going to say Switzerland will win 2-0 this game. Australia versus Egypt. Damn, that's... Oh, also Switzerland, Algeria is 4 a.m. English time. I am off, so I will be watching this. But yeah, Australia, Egypt. I'm trying to go through this quick. So I've got the 3 more games. Australia, Egypt. For me, it's a toss-up. I'm going to say Egypt 1-0, Salah goal. But if Aussies win, I won't be surprised. But yeah, should be a good game. Then we have Argentina versus Cape Verde. Argentina's Messi. Argentina's Messi show. But it's Cape Verde, so they should win them. They played without Messi against Jordan. Again, I haven't watched that game. I know they won 3-0. I know Messi came on and he scored. So, and the game is happening in Miami Stadium, so he's in his home city. So and Argentina should win Cape Verde. This is not cup football. I'm going to say Argentina 4-0 against Cape Verde. And then the last game, Colombia versus Ghana. Again, should be an interesting game, but I do see Colombia winning. I'm going to start. I started with a 2-0 prediction, and I'm going to end it with 2-0 prediction to Colombia. So these are my predictions. Can't wait to have most of them wrong. If they're all correct, there you go, guys. And yeah, that is my score predictions for today. Let me know which ones you agree, which ones you think surprised you, and what's your predictions? Yeah, what predictions, which game are you most looking forward? Mine's probably Morocco versus Netherlands, as I said. Should be a cool game. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. And for more content, subscribe to the channel. As I said, I'll be doing this for round of 16 as well, for the quarterfinals, for the semis, and the final. And my reactions after each game will be on the shorts, so check out for shorts as well. And yeah, check out the TikTok as well, guys. It's been Carl Talks Football, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao, ciao for now.